Welcome back to sled season. It's just me and Dennis for the moment, but we're going to start getting this thing back together. Alright, as you recall from the last episode, which is set to air in 30 minutes. So it's going to go live in 30 minutes for you. But over the weekend, I got this motor mount mess straightened out. So we're going to start getting this thing back together. I guess we're going to start with the track and the drive shaft. And then after that, I don't know. Wherever it takes us. What do you think?
Yeah, we got to get the motors put in.
Well, we do.
Hoses.
We got to get the motor put in, and one of the main reasons is I want to measure the center distances on the clutches. I'm a little concerned if I had to modify those motor mount straps like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little concerning. And here's the funny thing. We know for sure this motor and these straps came out of a Wedge Hood Ultra. It's not an aggressive chassis or an Evolved or anything like that. It was a Wedge Hood Ultra. So there's still some mysteries to be unraveled. Well, we'll get after it and start unraveling.
You can always make slots.
Yeah, we can make whole new mounts if we need to. It's been so long since we've done sled stuff, I don't know, we'll just show you everything again, just like we've never shown you any sled stuff before. Well, for the most part. So, on the track, this is one of the things we do before we put the drive shaft in. You can see we made a big loop up at the front. We just catch the lugs on the lugs and shove it up there, make some nice room for the drive shaft, and then, wait, isn't Patty gonna come guide that shaft in?
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, we need Patty to come over and guide shafts in. She's the best at that. Anyways, we're gonna get the drive shaft in and get the chain case together and all that crap.
It's fine to you.
Looks good. Hey Dennis, you got to put your end in the hole first.
I got it. That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right, now I got to get the spline in the hole. So many hole jokes.
I think the spline goes in first.
I think the spline goes in first. It's been so long, I forgot which end goes in first. All right, we almost got ahead of ourselves. One of the viewers mentioned this jackshaft bearing spacer kit, and my buddy Mike told me about it too. This thing came all the way from Roseau, Minnesota. Well, I don't know. I bought it off of eBay, but you can see the part number there.
Where's Roseau, Minnesota?
It's in Canada, I think, or really close. The part number is a 2200911, and I bought this thing off of eBay. So this is like a jackshaft deal that you use when you're, I don't know, you use it with one of these big block motors, like this Ultra motor. So we got like a plate.
A heavy duty plate.
We got a plate. We've got a bearing extension. Looks like a billet 6061 aluminum wager. We got a couple more things in here. We've got a brand new bearing, and I want to make note of this. This is a brand new bearing from Polaris. Set screws, not eccentrics. And yes, it has the grease hole. Hopefully that's in focus. So, when you see me using the set screw type bearings instead of the eccentric, that's because that's what Polaris used. Alright, and we got instructions. So, we're probably going to we just got the track and the drive shaft in, and I think we got to take it right back out.
Instructions.
And get the jackshaft bearing put on. We got all these, we got hardwares.
Instructions are filed away.
We got hardwares, we got shims. Yeah, we don't know if we really need instructions. We might look at it. But we're going to drop the track back out again. Let's see, third, fourth time the track's been out. So that we can reach the hardware up inside the tunnel. There's that one bolt on the bottom of the jackshaft bearing. It's just impossible to get to with the track in. So we're going to take the track right back out. Track's in.
Nice.
Track's coming back out.
Going home.
All right.
But the carbs are clean.
Here's where we're at. These are, this is the stock setup you'd have with a twin or a monoblock. And right there, that's what you're going to have. So this goes up there more or less like this.
Looks a bit heavy duty.
And this is really good, super stout stuff that's going to make this jack shaft. Yep, it goes that way.
Is the bearing any different?
Well, we got to put the flangettes on this too. It's the same bearing.
Okay, same bearing.
It's the same bearing, but we got to put the flangettes on.
Just spacing the bearing out.
This down here, this is the one that just sucks to get to with the track in. That's why we're taking the track out right now. We'll bring you back when we got this together, or if something really funny happens. All right, we're putting the kit in. We got this nice plate. I just pulled these two bulkhead rivets out. They line up with these two. And then once we got those in, we'll drill for the third and fourth rivets. All right, looks like the holes line up pretty good.
Gonna get the noise that you made.
Look at this, I'm out there doing my own rivets and they got these in the kit.
Well, there we go.
Those are awesome. Oh, come on, gotta get in there, get in the hole. Oh, if there's one thing I know, it's that you better start both rivets and don't drop your...
Get both in there.
Don't drop your rivet gun on
the rivet, just so you know, is part number 766 1638.
Probably still available at your dealer.
Just in case anybody's seen rivets go in.
There you go. All right, on to the next step.
Yep.
So the next step, so we got that. Then it's this thing. No, we got to put this thing on. So that thing goes in and pilots there. Right?
Yep.
And then it's bearings and flangettes. So where's our brand new Polaris bearing?
Right there.
What is this bearing? I'm wearing my cheaters and I still can't read it. It says, this is a Polaris bearing. It says Polaris on it. I was expecting it to say SKF or National or something.
You said it's the same as this one?
What does that say?
It's not the same.
Jackshaft. It actually says the word jackshaft on the bearings. That's just crazy. Let's see if we can get a really close-up.
Oh, yeah.
That's just insane.
All right. It is different than the...
No, it's the same bearing. It's got this little sticking out part here, but it's about the same.
Okay.
Grease hole too.
Yeah, but we're not going to grease this one because this one says Polaris. So
It comes pre-greased.
the instructions tell us that the long end needs to go to the inside. Yes, I read the instructions. I apologize to everyone. I know you shouldn't ever do that.
Apologize or read?
Imagine if we would have. We'd probably be done by now.
Alright, so the set screws are pretty far back. There we go. Look at that.
That's nice.
Alright. So we're not going to lock the set screws yet.
It comes with...
How the hell are you supposed to lock the set screws? Can you see those on the back
Yeah,
side?
but you can't lock them.
It's got the longer screws.
No, you can't.
No,
do
the
that.
set screws.
Oh, the set screw.
What if you went to the other side with it?
Bulkhead. There's the plate. There's that. There's your flangettes. The collar clearly goes to the inside.
Read the instructions.
You got to put everything else together and get the
We'll be
shaft
back.
where it goes.
Dennis is getting those bolts in. What are we going to do about that bottom one?
Well, they come with longer ones, so...
Oh, no.
Oh! Those would go that way, right?
Yeah, Yes, they do. Oh, you're right. It does go that way, but you got to get the nuts started. Okay, you're right. I'm wrong. Dennis did it right. Dennis did it right, but now you got to get the nuts started.
And that requires the reach
I think you're
around.
going to have to give her the reach around, Dennis.
Oh, got it.
And that is why the track came out again.
Oh,
Magic fingers.
Magic fingers.
Break your knuckles.
Hey, I'm going to interrupt just for a second to say that I'm looking for a TXL Indy at Princeton. It's not really for me, it's for a buddy. But we're going to be at the Princeton Swap, you know, the weekend before Labor Day, the Outlaw Grass Drags. And if you're bringing a TXL Indy for sale, my email is nutterspeedshop@gmail.com. Go down in the description and you can find it down there. Hit me up on my email if you're going to bring a TXL Indy. I want to see some pictures. I'd prefer it to be a project. We're not buying anything that's restored. But, you know, projects are good.
I need the springs and weights for my clutch.
Well, I think we'll find springs and weights. All right, thanks. All right, there's how that jackshaft strengthening bearing kit for Ultras and Storms came out. Looks beautiful. Brad's already jamming his track back in.
Yeah, set screws.
Well, we'll get to the set screws after we get the chain case on. So I got some special Allen wrenches to get to those set screws, and we'll show you that when we get there.
It's first annual. You can't call it an annual if you've only done it. You haven't even done it once yet.
This is the first annual rebuild of Brad's sled.
Oh, God,
First annual.
Let's hope it's the last annual
But it
rebuild
is
of
the
Brad's
third
sled.
time the track's been in.
Third or fourth?
Oh, shit.
It's been a few. You lost track of your track?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, can I tighten these down?
Yeah, lock them. Chain case is tight.
Ratchet.
Somewhere.
I'm missing a piece.
Yep.
Probably in this case.
It's in, it's this goofy little step collar piece. Probably in the case if it's not up here. These are,
Not
You want
here.
to put new grease or anything in here?
no. All right, this is what I was thinking of the collar with the step. But this is for a 13 spline jack shaft and this is a 15. It doesn't fit. So when you got a 15 spline, you just use the same shims top and bottom. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be the same count. You still got to do your gear alignment. But you got to shim it out far enough that the gear doesn't contact this face. So that's the first thing we're going to check. Let's put the gear on right now. Let's see if we feel like we're hitting it or not. When I do it, I'm super awkward with my left hand. All right, turn it and see if you're hitting the case or not hitting the case.
Does not feel like I'm hitting the case.
All right, but you see how the splines are proud there? We're going to put one more shim on just so that the splines are back just a little bit behind the face of the gear. All right, that's absolutely perfect. Then we're going to shim the bottom one out until they are in alignment. All right, so we've been playing with shims and trying to get it all lined up. That's pretty damn close. So we're going to put the nut on here, the bolt down here, the big washers, and then we'll check alignment again once we get those tightened down. All right, we got everything bolted up. You can see we got that's tight, and alignment looks good. So we'll pull it apart and put the chain back on with the shims like that. Get in your home!
Go home.
Don't you know that's your home? What, the chain won't go around the bottom one? Oh, there it
does, but I
goes.
can't. I only have two hands. I can't get it to line up and clear everything.
Oh,
And then remember where the sprocket is.
shim's still up top.
Farley, you wore me out.
Little fetch time with the Farley.
Fetch time with Farley.
She's ready to go.
She can go longer than me. Oh, go ahead, say it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Sorry, walked into that one.
Well, do we got to take the bottom sprocket off, Brad, to put them both on at
No, just need
once?
to spin.
We got to take the bottom one off.
Oh, we just got to spin that.
Which one? Okay.
Done.
That's
done,
it.
And done.
That's it. All right, a little reminder on the chain case setup because it's been a long time. We dug around in the parts bin and made sure that we got the best stuff we could. So that's a 15 spline jack shaft instead of a 13, and those are 13 wide gears on there, and we're geared pretty low. We're pretty close to stock monoblock gearing. So
Boring.
that's not boring. It's good stuff. This thing should be a beast, and it should be durable, we hope.
What, but Brad's not looking for durable.
Durable?
Nitrous.
One time down the grass drag.
Grass or ice? We're going ice.
Oh, well, if,
Are we just one time around my yard?
if it's ready by
Whatever
then.
happens.
Whenever it's ready.
Once the carbs are clean,
It might be next summer water skipping.
Last thing we're doing is cleaning the carbs then, because I got to weld up some pipes first.
I can't use wedge.
So this is the kind of Allen wrench set you need to get to those screws. And Dennis is going to try to do it from blind from the wrong side. That'll help.
That'll help.
oh, he's
Ooh.
mounting the sled.
Woohoo!
Ooh, I don't know.
Even that doesn't get in there?
No.
How in the hell are you supposed to tighten them then?
Ball?
No. That's what she said, but no. I mean, the instructions were very clear that it has to go that way. You getting anything with the ball in?
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
I don't know.
But there's no hope of, even with the super stubby,
No.
there's just no way. All right, I found an extra 1/8 inch. Brad?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. She said nobody cares about an 1/8 inch.
Right.
So I sacrificed it. I cut it off. I don't know.
We'll give it a try.
Kind of gets in there. Dennis wants to try it. Dennis has got the angry 1/8 inch.
The angry eighth.
The angry 1/8 inch Allen wrench. Does it get in?
No.
Even the angry 1/8 doesn't
You're
get
at
in?
an angle.
It's at an angle on purpose.
Well, the angle hits.
The angle hits?
Yeah, we gotta make that a 90.
What if, is there enough sticking out of there to just grab it with a vice grip?
No.
No.
God damn it. Another,
Hydrize.
another sacrificial 1/8 inch. All right, that one's a little longer and somewhat at less of an angle, I hope.
Alright. There you go.
All right.
She's hot.
Well, woo.
She is hot.
Oh yeah, it'll be hot.
Yep.
Make sure it fits into this first, because if it doesn't go into there, it won't go into there. Oh, that looks pretty. That might work. I don't think I got any of that on camera because I was looking at it instead of filming. Getting in there with the custom Allen wrench.
I'm trying.
Is my camera zoomed in again for some stupid reason? Oh yeah. Oh,
Where's that flashlight?
it's in. It's turning. We're getting somewhere with this. Custom tools. Clunked into the light with the camera.
Not a trail side repair, folks.
No, this one, you're screwed if that bearing goes out when you're on the trail anyways.
I'm gonna grind this a bit more.
You gonna
Sand.
grind, Dennis, you gonna grind on your tool?
It's a little too big, she said.
All right, Dennis, did you
All right,
modify?
Yeah, I took it to the sander and got her nice and.
So she's super modified. Look at that. Oh,
Torqued!
it's tight.
That's
It's
one.
not hitting the housing.
All right.
Nice work, Dennis.
Nice work, John.
Put this more in center.
Alright, so what?
Pull it out.
Back?
Pull it out.
There it goes. Back to square B, folks. We're going to get the skid in. I'm not sure how far we're going to get tonight, but we're going to at least get the skid in tonight.
Boom!
That looked like fun.
Hey,
Yeah, this is where it's really tight on that front hole.
yes.
That's what she said.
That wasn't even planned.
You're going to have to lube it.
Oh, Farley would take care of that.
What are you guys doing?
Motor straps.
Oh, jeez.
We're going to test fit it. Why would we not test fit it?
We're not test fitting, we're putting it in.
It's almost dark.
Well, then we
out.
got to get out the torque wrench. If we're going to put it in, then we got to torque.
Well, let's put it in.
Grab the 5/8 up there, Brad.
Energy drink.
Human coolant. In.
What do you
What
want
the
to do,
hell, we
Farley?
can put it in like 8 times because it's only an extra heavy.
Oh, that ain't even bad. You must have all that weight on your side.
I got the flywheel.
I'll grab the weight, you grab that hose.
Alright. There we go.
Boom.
Hey, that never did that before. At least not that good. Alright, now we gotta tilt this up.
Washer goes on the bottom, right?
Washer goes on the bottom. What matters is, are we basically 12 inches on center? I hope we are.
Exactly.
Oh, right on. Right on.
Boom.
Perfect. Woo! Motor mount problem solved. Brad just pre-cracked. Oh well. There you go. I feel like it's a huge victory tonight. What do you guys think?
It's looking a lot better than it has.
If you're wondering why it's a struggle, this isn't a repair. This isn't a restoration. This is a custom build. This is a motor that wasn't meant for this chassis. Go back a video and watch me bending those motor mount straps. That's custom.
Lots of custom, but
Maybe kind of hacky, but custom.
a lot of learning curves.
Yeah, yeah.
But Polaris had that kit for this purpose.
Polaris had that kit. It was to update the early big blocks, like the early Storms.
Okay.
Because they did have some jackshaft problems with the bearing and that far cantilevered out. At least that's what I was told. So the kit's good. The motor mounts work now. Just a little bit of bending. Everything's good. We're a month away from Princeton. I'm looking for a TXL Indy for a friend of mine. My email's in the comments if you're bringing one to Princeton to sell. Not a restored sled, a project sled. And thanks to the patrons, Aaron and Michael. We know you guys are here for the sled videos, so we hope you're enjoying this. And leave me some comments, like the video, share it with your buddies, and we'll see you at the Princeton swap.
Thank you, Farley.